So, how do you build an effective team? Well, the first question I would ask you is where are you headed? You see, a person who aims at nothing hits it every single time. And so, if you don't have clarity of where you really feel the business moving and going into the future, some call that a vision, well, then any road will take you to no destination, right? Just jump on and start driving. And so the first question I would ask you is what is the kind of business you're trying to build? There's a big difference between building a business with systems that can work independently of you and your personal capacity and building a practice which really is dependent on you and your involvement. If you choose practice like a dentist in a dentist office, you're probably going to be hands-on, working in the trenches as a technician, and that's a good answer if that's where you're called. But if you're called to build a business system, you really need to think outside of the box. You need to build systems and procedures and policies and process that can sustain client work at an excellent level without your direct involvement. So how do you do that with a team? Well, the first thing I would recommend is that you consider what are the activities within your entrepreneurial organization. Make a list of all of those tasks, roles, responsibilities that you've got currently within your group, or within yourself perhaps if you're a solopreneur, and then begin categorizing those based on the type of work and process or task that it is. You can cluster up the administrative tasks, the technician tasks, if you're in the creative realms, maybe there's graphic design tasks and so on. Try to cluster those by type of task that they are. Then you really got to ask yourself, who are you in the process? What are the unique abilities that God has entrusted to you? The giftings that you have? What's your personality style? What type of work, if you could look at all the available options and tasks that you might pick up, which one do you go to first? And which one do you hesitate on or procrastinate on the longest? That begins to inform the type of work that you really would be best suited at. Daniel Pink, author of the book Drive, talks about the concept that researchers have talked about, this thing of flow. Flow is this state of mind that we get into where we are uniquely applying our gift, time flies by, and we produce outside value for our organization. You need to find your unique contribution, your flow for the team. And so if you think about expanding beyond your ability and capacity to serve clients, if you want to work more in your areas, increase your batting average on flow, you really need to have first, step one, an understanding of who you uniquely are. Then second, take a look at those weaknesses. Don Miller, author of Building a Story Brand, says, job out or hire out your weaknesses, your liabilities. That's the first phase of expanding your team. So for instance, if you find yourself more inclined to the sales and marketing and networking to bring new business into the front door, consider who do you need to partner with to help you on the technician front of actually servicing that business. Or if you're more inclined to serve, perhaps you need to have some partners or outside affiliates that you can connect with that will bring new client relationships to you. Perhaps even a website or marketing system that can work for you. In fact, at our company, we believe that your website is the most valuable team member when it comes to new business development. So consider what are your unique liabilities, your weaknesses as well. I'd love to think that any business can be solely structured on the things that we're most passionate about, but the reality is there's going to be some business end of taking care of business that we have to just address. And so there's things that you likely are doing that you're not necessarily the best in the world at, not necessarily unique gifted with, it takes you long, but you're the only one there to do them. So find that. So if you picture all of those tasks are wooden planks that construct the barrel, the capacity of a wooden barrel representative of the capacity of your business. Your barrel is only as effective as the lowest plank. So find where your low planks are, your worst activities, the ones that you're not necessarily skilled at, and try to involve and invite others, whether it be subcontractors as a stepping stone or even a W-2 employee. You could think virtual assistants, virtual contractors as well to help to supplement some of those strengths or those weaknesses and convert them into strengths for your organization. So it's important to build your organization around the unique abilities and giftedness, hopefully a diversity of giftedness and passions and unique contributions that each team member can make to the overall capacity of the firm. To help identify the needs for the organization and growth, there's a couple of tools I'd like to turn you on to. The first is Gino Wickman's book, Traction. The entrepreneurial operating system has been instrumental in helping us understand the unique roles and positions that we need to have within the accountabilities of the organization for our firm. And so I would turn you on to check out, read Gino Wickman's Traction book. Another key tool that's been really instrumental in helping us understand communication styles with one another and personality tendencies and so on is the Enneagram assessment. This is a 9-part typology-based personality profile that helps us understand the 9 core kind of tendencies or unique personality preferences of each team member as well. What's most important when doing any kind of these profiles, we shouldn't pigeonhole people into a stereotype or so on, but it does help to raise our awareness of our own strengths and weaknesses as related to interacting and communicating with others. And it can inform the type of work that we would want to hang on to or pursue, and also the type of work that we should release to other team members as well. So those are 2 really, really important. Again, the structure of the EOS framework through Traction and then the Enneagram assessment have been tremendously helpful. And quite frankly, another very easy tool or mechanism that you can run through is to make that list of your tasks that take place in a given day and just rate them on a scale of 1 to 10, which that you're passionate about. Level 10 being, I am super passionate about this. I love doing this. It's my unique contribution, my flow. Those get a score of 10, or 1 is the one that you loathe and you just don't want to see or do or be part of, and it's the last to get done on your to-do list. And so that can begin to inform all of these different criteria to help you discern what activities to hold on to and what activities to hire out as you begin building the capacity of the barrel of your organization. So take these ideas, apply them, and grow your organization. You can thrive in the years to come.